All right. So
Even you,
it is my
Heather.
honor to jump in here and welcome you guys all to Jamie's birthday as well as Jamie's virtual ribbon cutting. This is a historical moment today because not only are we celebrating a business, but we are also celebrating a ribbon cutting. So this is the first in history, as far as our chamber is concerned, that we have both a birthday and a ribbon cutting at the same time. So thank you all for being a part of history here. So if this is your first time doing a virtual ribbon cutting with us, it's going to flow a little bit like this. We're going to do the dignitary presentations first. I have some great dignitaries with us here today. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We are then going to cut the ribbon, which Jamie will hold that up. She's got something cool prepared for us. And then after that, I will propose a toast, so be looking for that. And then as soon as we're through the ceremonial ribbon cutting piece, it is all about Jamie. Jamie is going to be talking about Thrive, about things that make her thrive, and just the business in general and why you should consider. And it's all about Jamie. While it is your birthday, it should be all about Jamie. So without further ado, I'm going to jump in right now and get started with the dignitary presentations. Starting with the absolutely fabulous Debbie Herrera, representing the 28th District of the California Senate. Debbie, take it away.
Well, thank you, Mike. I'm very excited to welcome Miss Jami McNees, not to the chamber, but with a new Thrive that she has with her branding. Jami is a very good personal friend and an amazing lady. She helped my husband get on Medicare, Social Security. So he's 65. She's wonderful. I highly recommend her. I had no idea how difficult and complicated Medicare is. And you're going to need an expert like her. And I promise you, you're going to need to do it 3 months before your 65th birthday for all you people out there. And you want her. I thought I knew what I was doing, and apparently I did not. So thank God I had a professional help me. And with that, if everybody could join in and help me sing happy birthday to Miss Jami.
On a taco.
It's a birthday taco.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Jamie.
Happy birthday to you.
That was
Oh my
awful.
gosh.
You stayed muted for all your benefits.
Yeah.
We need candles.
Oh, so good.
Oh,
Very good.
Debbie, I love the candle in the taco. That's amazing.
Back to you, Mike.
All right. Next up, representing the city of Wildomar, we have Councilmember Bridget Moore. Take it away.
Hi, Jamie. First of all, happy birthday.
Thank
And
you.
second, congratulations having your ribbon cutting on your birthday, a special day, and also just having this gumption to go out and do this today and start a business and have a ribbon cutting in the middle of a pandemic. So you always remember, you'll never forget when you had your virtual ribbon cutting, that's for sure. We wish you the best of luck.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Rock and roll. Thank you so much, Bridget. You rock. Next up, representing the city of Marietta, Councilmember Scott Vinton.
Jamie, congratulations. I know this is just a new stepping stone for you, but your success is already well known, and you will continue to do it under this new Thrive. And I wish you all the best.
Thank you so much. I would have to say we do have a celebrity. Mary Andrews is on the call with us. Mary Andrews, who was an Olympian javelin thrower. Is that correct, Mary? Thank you for being here.
Yeah, that's correct. Thanks, Jamie. It's great to see your face, and happy birthday and congratulations.
Thank you very much.
Excellent. I didn't know we had a celebrity with us. Thank you for joining us, Mary. You're amazing.
My pleasure.
It is time for the moment that you have all been waiting for. And that moment is the moment of cutting said ribbon. So, Jamie, I'm really excited to see. Perfect. Excellent.
So this
So
is
if
the
you
ribbon.
Ta-da!
Yay! Yay, Jamie! Congratulations.
Thank
Oh, I
you.
dig it. That was really great. And then, as promised, not only again because we're celebrating the newest member of our chamber, we're also celebrating a fabulous person, Jami McNees here. It is my honor to propose this toast in your honor, which apparently this is
Invisible.
it's invisible. But I propose this invisible toast to you, Jami, to many more years of success.
Thank you.
All right, Jami. So not only is it your birthday, but you're a true expert, you're a true professional, and you're just a genuine pleasure to work with. So I'm really excited to open the floor to you. Tell us all about Thrive and take us away.
Okay, so about 8 years, I took the giant leap to become self-employed, and I went into the insurance business. And for the first year, I was just what's called property and casualty, and I was horrible at it. Absolutely, a total failure. But one of my clients said, Jamie, you write all my other insurance. Would you also do my health insurance? So I went out and I got that license, and I worked with him, and I talked to him and about his needs and his health concerns and the insurance that he wanted to have. And in that conversation, honest to goodness, something touched my soul, and I felt like I had found my calling. So that was also about the same time that the Affordable Health Care Act rolled out. So I like to say that I was in the right place at the right time, and it was a tsunami of business came my way, and I learned a lot about health insurance very quickly. As time went on, I was doing very well in health insurance. Again, it was my calling, so it was a passion, and it was fun to do. But during 4 years ago, during open enrollment, I was diagnosed with invasive bladder cancer. And so that became, I like to refer to it as the master's program in health insurance. So through that experience, I learned way more about health insurance and about the cancer services that are or are not available to us in our region than any possible webinar or any kind of training that the insurance industry could have taught me. So not only did I thrive through that experience in business and learning more about health insurance, but I truly thrived through that cancer diagnosis. Once that experience kind of, that journey, I don't want to say came to an end because the journey is indefinite, I connected with Michelle's Place. And they had just decided that they wanted to expand their services to serve all cancers. And I could not jump in quick enough to say, please let me help. I get a lot of calls from people who are newly diagnosed to cancer. And I get those calls that are referred to from Michelle's Place. I don't try to sell them any insurance. What I'm trying to do is give them some peace of mind and help them understand the insurance they have and the options that they have and what's available to them in our region and how to get services outside of our region and other things. And so through all those experiences, finding my calling, having a phenomenal experience while I was diagnosed with cancer, and then being able to service other people, it just seemed like the right time to my actual agency than just the insurance lady. And so just 2 weeks ago, the Department of Insurance approved the name Thrive Health Insurance Services. And so my goal is through that name is truly just to emphasize within our community, our ability to thrive no matter what our circumstances are. And especially during this whole lockdown and coronavirus, a lot of people are struggling, but truly we can choose to thrive even in a circumstance that we're in right now. So I encourage you, if you're not thriving, if you're hurting, if you know someone who's hurting, I would love to have the opportunity to talk to them and let them know how I managed to thrive through cancer. So that's about all I have, other than I do specialize in health insurance for individuals and families, especially through Covered California. I do small group, employer group business health insurance, And then I love helping people age into Medicare at age 65, or if they've recently been disabled and made eligible for Medicare. So that's what I do. I do one thing, health insurance, and I believe I do it very well.
Rock and roll. And from the people that I've talked to, I'd imagine that they would all agree too. And especially Debbie Herrera had some wonderfully glowing things to say about you too in a personal experience. So I think the proof is in the pudding, to say the least there. So with that, does anyone have any questions for Jami? If you'd like, I'm going to keep it muted, but if you want, I've got an eye on the chat on the side here. So if you have any questions for Jami, feel free to put them up there. And then I can ask them on your behalf. So I'm going to give a couple seconds here to see if maybe a question populates or sticks. It says, Jami, tell us about your books.
So it's funny, obviously I need glasses, because at first I saw that and I thought it said, tell us about your boobs. So just FYI, clearly it's time to activate the vision insurance. So when I had cancer, I realized that my experience was very unique. And I had lunch. The first person that I met with once I was able to get out in public and drive again was with Jim McLaughlin, whose virtual ribbon cutting we had just this week. And in the course of our conversation, he said, it sounds like there's a book in there. There's a story. And I said, no, I don't ever want to talk about cancer again. Within a year, I was putting my thoughts on paper and doing it as quickly as possible, because I was getting ready to head into open enrollment, which that's kind of like a CPA going into tax season. And so I wanted to get that wrapped up, and I launched it very quick. So when you write a book as quickly as possible, you write it with kind of unfiltered. I was just jamming through it, and launched the book through Amazon self-publishing. And just kind of, okay, it's done. Now let's take care of health insurance. And so, of course, all of my girlfriends bought it right away and read it, Nicole, Albrecht, and Jackie. And the feedback that I got from them was so positive that it gave me some confidence to kind of push that book more out to the community. Nicole had connected with somebody at a Darren Hardy or Dave Ramsey convention who, they're in another state, but they service organizations that deal with cancer. And she ordered 100 books to give to the people that they do business with in the cancer industry. So since then, so the book is called Beautiful Cancer, and it is my how-to on how to cope with cancer and how to work your way through that again and thrive through that experience. That was followed by a journal for cancer patients to have and use while they're going through the experience. And then that evolved into a little book of inspirational quotes called Beautiful Words. So that's kind of my hobby. I like to put books together and launch them and have some continuity and that kind of thing. So thanks for asking about that, Robin.
From Nicole Albrecht, she was asking, when employees are laid off, should they take COBRA, or are there other options?
That's, Nicole, that is a really good question. It's something that is different for each person. So right now, people who are getting a very large amount of unemployment insurance, they may not be eligible for as big a tax credit as if they had simply been laid off in the past. So we do the math, and we take a look at what Cover California has to offer them in the way of a tax credit, and we compare that savings to the insurance that their employer is offering them and the cost, and we take a look at that. So it's different in each scenario and each family size. So I appreciate the opportunity when people call. The other thing to consider is when you're offered COBRA, you actually have 60 days to accept that. So during those 60 days, you are both insured and not insured. So if you don't accept it right away, but something happens during those 60 days and you end up hospitalized, you can accept that COBRA retroactively, and it goes back to the first date that you lost your insurance. And so sometimes it makes sense to wait maybe 45 days before you enroll in a new plan that is less expensive than enrolling immediately in COBRA.
Great answer. Thank you so much.
Welcome.
And next up, and this one is both from Sona Calendar as well as Rob Britton had a similar question. Is what is the average size business / revenue that you can help?
So as few as 3 employees and as many as 100 plus.
Cool. We are super duper stoked for you, Jami. Thank you so much for celebrating with us. And once again, let's see those hands going. Congratulations, Jami. You're fantastic.
Thank you.
That's my favorite thing. I love seeing all the hands going on too. It makes me genuinely happy.